and it allowed them to get their defense set. Neutralized us being able to get stops to get out on the break. So we got to do a better job of that. But I thought, listen, besides that, we held them to 21 points in the second, 26 and 26, and and gave ourselves an opportunity to win at the end, and it didn't go our way. But I loved our fight. But you got to do a better job with keeping our hands out of the cookie jar, especially with a guy like Embiid who has, hardened like, magic as far as the swipe moves and things of that nature.
Up until that final run there, the shots weren't going down. That's happened a couple times on this trip. Have you seen anything different, or is it sort of make-miss in the way that you guys are getting shots and then converting from the perimeter?
I think we got some great looks. We play the same way every game. It's not like we change our approach, and our shooters kind of struggle tonight, obviously. We need, to open up the perimeter a lot more, but we got some great shots. Didn't make.
Well, hey LeBron, that closing lineup you guys had tonight, a lot of teams, even dating back to last postseason, has struggled when you and AD are with three other perimeter players. Do you feel like that lineup they had tonight is a little bit of a ace in the hole that you guys have to really match up well with anybody?
Well, it's always good to know that you can go down the stretch and go to AD at the 5 and me at kind of like that point forward, and then surround us with guards and shooters. And defenders if need be. We have a lot of minutes as far as with AD at the 5 and me kind of playing the 4 on defense and playing the point on the offensive end. So it was a good lineup for us. And then also having KCP out there with AC and Dennis, it just gives us a lot of dimension, both offensively and defensively.
Dan?
Sorry about that. LeBron, AD was under 20 points again tonight. What do you think of his offensive rhythm right now? And are there things that you guys can do to try to get him going a little bit more, or is this just him working his way into the season still?
You said AD?
Yeah, Anthony.
No, I thought he missed some shots that he's accustomed to making. And I think AD is in a pretty good rhythm right now, and I think every game is getting better and better for him. But it's our job to get him the ball. It's our job to get him the ball, and I thought we did a great job at times. At times we did not. So we got to be better as well with that.
Dave?
About a couple of years back, we were in Philly, and you were talking about the Sixer squad and the expectations placed upon them, and you said everybody wants instant oatmeal, but it takes some time for these things to come together. How do you view them now, the number one team in the East, and they just played you guys down to the wire?
I think it's a really good team that they put together. I give a lot of credit to Ellen Brand and the things that they're doing here. Obviously Doc is always one, pretty much wherever he's been, and you got to play some really good basketball. So, we see as the season goes on, there's going to be a lot of teams in the Eastern Conference that's going to play championship basketball down the stretch. I know they believe that they're one of those teams.
Two more, Bill?
Hey, LeBron. That run that you guys had in the fourth, started with a couple of buckets from Alex, and then he has a steal in there also. I'm just wondering, how have his contributions maybe evolved, or what is different about the way he's contributing to this group this year, and just how much better is he than he was a year ago?
AC is whatever we need. AC is kind of a Swiss Army knife, to be honest. If you need scissors, you need a wine opener, you need a fingernail clipper, if you need a knife, he's all of that in one. He can do it all. He just helps our ball club in so many different ways. He can bring the ball up, play the point. He can play off the ball. He's shooting, dead eye from the 3 this year, and he defends at a high level, and he doesn't make many mistakes. So, you always can live with that. You can live with a guy on the floor like that and just plays championship basketball.
So you make him open your wine for you?
And I open my own wine. I'm going to be honest. I would not let him open my wine, and that's no disrespect to him. But when it comes to my wine, I trust myself.
Steven?
Hey, LeBron. I was just wondering, with how long you've been on the top, you've obviously had to adapt to a lot of things. I was just wondering how it is that you manage changing your game and just change in general.
You have to change with the times, I guess. You have to continue to evolve. When I came into the league, it was literally a big man's league, pretty much. And I don't mean that it's not a big man's league. Now I mean like 4s and 5s pretty much played in the paint. You had, big guys, and there was a lot of posting up, things of that nature. You had some flick wings and things of that nature, but it was a big body, big man game. And as the league evolves, you have to be able to evolve with it if you want to keep up with the time, keep up with the Joneses, or keep up with the Jameses in my case. So, for me, never putting a cap on my ceiling. I just want to always continue to get better and do things out on the floor that's maybe hasn't been done in other people's careers, and continue to push the envelope and see how much juice I can squeeze out of the lemon. So that was pretty loud, but it's okay. So it's just always trying to put myself, like I said, in a position to be successful, continue to work on my game, work on my mind, work on my body, and see what the cards is how they be played. You play the hand that's dealt to you, and just go from there.
There, thank you.
Oh, that's it?
That's it. Thank you.
What did you guys put together to make that run, and how did things go? How did it play out?
Yeah, I mean, I got to look at the tape of the whole sequence, but we never believed we couldn't get back in the game. We have a lineup with Dennis, Alex, KCP, Bron, and AD that's been really lights out defensively, and we knew we'd have a chance. If we held down on the defensive end, to make some shots and get back in, and we were able to do that. Bron made a great pass to AD, to give us the lead, and Tobias Harris came down and hit a great shot against good defense. So, we didn't do enough throughout the course of the game to put ourselves in position to win, but it was a heck of a fight down the stretch.
There were a couple of playoff games last year, usually game one, where it seemed like you guys were just trying to get the feel for another team, and then you adjusted as the series went on. Did you see that playing out tonight and just trying to figure out what was going on with Philly?
Yeah, we did, and sometimes, the best adjustments are just do what you're doing better, and that was really what we did throughout the game tonight. We didn't break from our coverage that we started the game. We just executed it better. It's one of those things as a coach you're always measuring, whether to make a big adjustment or just do it better. And we definitely did a far better job in the final three quarters than we did in the first quarter. And we were able to give ourselves a chance.
Dave?
Frank, obviously you guys are a pretty good shooting team this season, but when you come away from a win or a loss that's by 1 point and see that you missed 9 free throws, what goes through your mind, and how do you address that?
They missed 9 or they missed 10, so it was really even from the line. Good free throw shooters are going to have nights where they miss free throws. Everybody concentrates on their work. They put in, they do their routine. They get ready for it. Can't really worry about it. You just got to focus on making the next game.
Kyle?
Hey, Frank, that lineup that you guys went on the run with Dennis and Alex and KCP around LeBron and AD, is that situational, or is that the lineup that you kind of foresee being sort of the ace in the hole, closing lineup, whatever you want to call it? And if so, what are sort of the strengths there?
Well, it's it's not a lock that I'll go to that every game. There's some strengths with that lineup in terms of defensive speed. Around AD and Bron as defensively as sort of the two bigs and what they can do. But Alex, KCP, and Dennis obviously elite perimeter speed and containment ability, and they got great space to drive and kick and play that game with AD at the 5. So. There's some positives, but it's not something that it will be a lock that I go with that every night. I mean, AD and Bron will be in there, and we'll see how the rest of the guys are playing and what the matchups look like.
A couple more. Dan?
Frank, how did you